Hey Dragon Slayers. So, today's video is about Dr. Ken Berry's story of self-discovery, part 1. So, Dr. Berry is firmly planted in the middle of both the good and the bad that is modern medicine. He never wanted to be a part of the problem, but looking back now, it's obvious that he was. The small rural county in which he practiced his entire career was recently named one of the unhealthiest counties in Tennessee, which made him feel like a failure. He was getting paid well to set a terrible example and give terrible advice to his patients. When he started his practice, he was young and thin, and he was in superb health. As the years went by, his diet kept getting worse, and he was always too busy to be more active. A few years into his career, he had his lab values checked, and he was shocked to find that he was becoming diabetic. That was not something that he was okay with at all. So one day, he got short of breath trying to tie his shoes. He was always trying to give good advice and set a good example, but it became apparent that he was doing neither. He realized that both comical and embarrassing that he was telling patients every day that they needed to lose weight while his belly made it look like he might go into labor at any moment. His waking up has been a years long process, starting with the self discovery that he was an obese doctor who expected his patients to take his advice about weight loss and health. He started applying his natural inclination and ability to question everything and accept nothing blindly to the study of medicine. For the first time, the deeper he researched, the more he realized just how ignorant he was. He's always had a natural ability to question what the experts of any field say. Sometimes this ability gets him into trouble. However, this time it cleared the way for him to become a better doctor. Since our bodies are made of the food we've eaten, he thought nutrition would be a great place to start. He dug through the boxes containing all of his notes from medical school, pulled out everything he had been taught about nutrition, and looked it over. Because nutrition is so important to good health, I'm sure you're imagining it was a huge stack of books and notes on his desk, right? Instead, he found only one half semester's worth of notes and a small paperback book. He could not hold it comfortably. He could hold it all comfortably in one hand. No joke. That's the total of what the 175 students in his class learned about nutrition in their entire 4 years in medical school. A biochemistry professor who was a native of New Zealand had given most of their nutrition lectures. All Dr. Berry could remember was his accent and the interesting way he said the word pasta. He remembers how he said the word both because the way he said it and because of the number of times he said it. During his lectures, he shared with them that he was a brittle diabetic, and I didn't know what this meant, so I had to look it up. According to the definition, it says a brittle diabetes is diabetes that is especially difficult to manage and often disrupts everyday life. People with brittle diabetes have several swings in blood glucose. The swings can cause frequent episodes of hypoglycemia, low blood sugar, or hyperglycemia, high blood sugar. So the professor told them about the many servings of whole wheat pasta he ate daily, trying to keep his blood sugar under control. As a medical student, Dr. Berry didn't understand how the two were related and how ridiculous that statement was. The lesson the medical students learned was that somehow lots of servings of whole wheat pasta must be good for diabetics. Dr. Berry, looking in the mirror at his fat belly, realized that eating lots of whole wheat pasta wasn't working for his patients or himself. Increasingly convinced that he was ignorant of the nutrition needs to nourish the human body, he studied nutrition for the first time in his medical career. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.